We're here at a host site for a mobile food pantry. A mobile food pantry is just the way it sounds. It is a pantry that we bring out to food desert areas. So basically we bring out a truck full of food, most times more than one truck, and we're attempting to feed hundreds of individuals at one time. Usually the reason we're having to do a mobile pantry at a particular site is because they do not have the storage capacity to keep that much food and feed that many people. The Mid-South Food Bank services 31 counties within Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi. Within those 31 counties, we have what we call partner agencies. Those partner agencies can be a variety of different types of organizations. It could be a school pantry, it could be a senior high-rise, or a nonprofit organization. Your first step would be to assess your location because there's a lot of cars involved, so we want to make sure that the traffic is going to be suitable for that particular area, especially if it's in a residential area. So after you assess your actual location, then of course you would contact me so that we can talk about how many households you anticipate serving. We do need to know that ahead of time so that we can actually prepare within the warehouse to bring enough food to make sure that we don't run out. We want to make sure that you have enough volunteers. We want to make sure that you have the gloves and the mask. And we also want to make sure that everyone involved knows food safety rules. Once we actually offload the food, we put it into stations. So there's several tables that are lined up in a row. We make sure that we spread the tables out, of course, so that we don't have so many volunteers clustered in one spot. We also want to make sure that we have the cars lined up where they can easily go into the parking lot and come out on another side. As the cars come through, they will first sign the eligibility form unless they pre-register online. After they submit that eligibility form, then they will be asked to move forward to the next station. And then once we have loaded their vehicle either in the trunk or the back seat, we'll ask them to leave the property in the opposite way that they came in.
The hardest part is definitely getting the volunteers. Working with the food bank was the easy part. Finding people who were available, and in such an interesting time for our country, it's very difficult to get volunteers who are willing to take the risks associated with coming out and serving the community.
This is the time for me to give back selflessly, just to show that support for these people who need it the most during this economic crisis.
Knowing that you gave food to a family and that a kid gets to eat tonight or tomorrow and a mom doesn't have to struggle and worry about that part of their day or their week to come. So I think that's what you get, is just the knowing that you got to help in some small way.
Well, I just appreciate what they're doing to help the community out.
I'd like to say thank y'all for donating to us. We love y'all, and just keep up the good work.
Thank you for the Mid-South Food Bank. Thank you, Mid-South Food Bank. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Right now, especially with COVID-19, we have a severe drop in our retail donations, and those donations are usually where we get most of our food, but now we're having to purchase food, and when we purchase food, we always purchase high nutrition value foods, which of course cost more. We know that there are over 400,000 individuals that are food insecure within our service area, and 200,000 of that number are right here in Shelby County. So the long lines are expected. We're just excited that people finally see us as a permanent resource and that they are coming out to get the help that they need.